When there is a sprite, there is a way. I'm about to ruin your day. Hey guys, PH Playmaker here from the Purple Haze Yu-Gi-Oh team. So today I'm gonna be bringing to you guys the big results from some of the big tournaments which happened last week and over the weekend. So yeah, without any further ado, let's hop right into this. Oh yeah, as always, my geek mode. Here we go. Here is the list of Gabriel Nets who won the UK Open, and as you can see, he was playing Runick Sprite. So I'll just go over the list briefly because I'm pretty sure by this point you guys are aware of what this deck does, right? This is the Winged Dragon of Frost Fear mode. As you can see, one regular version and two on the Ghost Rare version. Crazy, right? Then you have two Desires, which is an interesting choice to play. Yeah, I guess it does. The draw two gives you massive advantage. So yeah, this is a pretty kinda sorta standard list, except for the Desires, of course. Now, lastly, going over the side deck, you have three Lava Golems. You have Dimensional Fissure, and I believe these must be the Chaos Hunters. This is probably the Epidemic Eradicator Virus for the mirror match and for any deck which uses spell cards.
So guys, here is the post-map updated decklist, which is gonna keep the feature of the sphere mode because the Ishizu field is gonna be definitely huge with Baron and other stuff, plus the talents is definitely gonna be a card that may help you breaking the boards. Also I suggest for little changes, this one for going first because it's a turn stop, second one when you know you go second, and this against Floowandereeze, which is gonna be definitely one of the next decks of the next format.
And now we can move on to the YCS Minneapolis. Starting off with Christopher LeBlanc's Tearlaments Sprite deck, which won YCS Minneapolis. So we see that Christopher LeBlanc opted to play Nightmare Corruptor Ibli because it basically locks your opponent into only summoning Link monsters and only if they use this card as material. Then this is the new card which came out in Darkwing Blast, Tearlaments Grief. So we can just go over this card real quick. So it says that if you can special summon one Tearlaments monster or Visa Starfrost from your deck or graveyard, and then send one monster you can control to the graveyard. So you could potentially summon one Tearlament monster from your deck and send that very same monster to the graveyard in order to trigger its fusion summoning effect. You have the quick play spell Tearlaments Heartbeat. So it basically says you can target one spell trap and then or two if you control Visa Starfrost, shuffle them in the deck. So it's a very powerful effect because this gets rid of something like Mystic Mind, right? Then you have this, it's Kastira Fenrir. This is basically Pancratops, just much better. Then you have the Nimble package to work with Sprite, Triple Beaver, Triple Angler, Standard, Super Poly and Talents. So pretty solid list here. Now going over the extra deck, you have the Beat Cup, which is interesting. This is good to protect any of your like your field spell from being destroyed. IP, Access Code, Mud Dragon, Garura and Dragostophalia. So a very powerful list, and it's no surprise that Christopher LeBlanc got first place with this.
Okay guys, so right now as you saw we didn't speak about the side deck because we will straight go up to the updated deck list because you saw that in the side there were a lot of bystial that we suggest to go in post-mama straight in the main deck, changing a pair of ratios like the number of angler plus the ratios of the cards here. And also for the side deck I suggest definitely having Ghost Bell or also Schoolmeister, up to you, Ash Blossom and other cards here to break boards and help you in every case scenario you may find, in particular Cosmic for the Floowandereeze matchup and Mystic Mine. You already have some outs, but always good thing to have more than just one.
Now we'll go over the second place deck, which was piloted by Michael Temes, and he was playing Floowandereeze. We have Barrier Statue, obviously the best card of the deck in my opinion. 3 Lightning Storms, 2 Mystic Mine, 3 Duality, 3 Prosperity, Set Rotation, Terraforming, 1 Talents, 3 Evenly and 1 Dreaming Town. DD Cross, 3 Ogre, Unexplored Winds in the side, 1 Talents, 1 Appointer, 3 Harpy's Featherstorm if they were forced to go first, Imperm and Trap Trick. So congrats to Michael Temes for getting second place with this deck.
Okay guys, so this is the updated version. We suggest for Floowandereeze, we suggest usually rank basic standard stuff plus the crow. We also suggest to playing this variety of pots plus as utilities the harpies, the cold, the dark ruler and heavily for going to tearalamens Ishizu tier 0 format, plus in the side deck this one because it just open boards like it's butter. This against mirror and rocks, plus all of those to go first, so you can 100% get your win.
So now two more decks to cover. Now we are coming to the Bystial Dragon Link deck. Let's go and get it. It's right here, top 16, piloted by Clifton Land. Then you have the good stuff which comes, all the bestial monsters. Then we have Levenier, we have Chaos Emperor Dragon, the triple bestial Lubellion. So you could use this card to get access to your branded beast or your branded regain depending on the game state. Triple Dark Ruler, 1 Ravine, Quick Launch, Talents and then Beast. In the side deck you have the Gamma package, the Quacky Meru Drago, which is solid against Tearlaments because then if you summon this card, they can't do anything basically. You have Pancratops, you have Lightning Storm, Anti-Spell, and then you have Rivalry of Warlords.
Now, going on with the updated Dragon Link version, we suggest to try this version, which is gonna feature still all the bystial and Dragon Link engine, plus adding the Dragunity because it gives you more explosivity to the deck, also improves your end board by having Savage, the Career Wing, the Seal, plus the Trap, and everything you may need to completely kill your opponent. Just it's kinda copium, but I think this can help you, while the side will just go straight with this, going second, hate, Floowandereeze and Tearlaments, and going first. Really easy.
The last deck which we will go over is the Thunder Dragon deck. Let's go, it's right here. Danger Thunder Dragon Bystial, which was piloted by David Erpin. So, well, here's a surprise. Batteryman Solar, the Bystial engine which we saw in the previous deck, the Lubellion, the branded engine, double Levenier, 1 Chaos Emperor, some danger monsters, Brotor, Darkest Diabolus. It forces your opponent to go neg 1 in their hand. So pretty solid. You have 1 Safert, 3 Thunder Dragons, 1 Dragon Hawk, 1 Dragon Dark, 1 Dragon Roar. Then you have the Chaos Space engine, Allure of Darkness, and then the Melody of Awakening Dragons. The extra deck consists of Trishula, the Dragon of Ice Imprisonment, Dingirsu, which is can be made by like overlaying Chaos Emperor and Levy, or even double Levy, Zeus, Hope Harbinger, Heretic, Dragon King of Atom, which you can make by overlaying any two bystial monsters. A Gove Dragon, this is probably to gain life points. Appaloosa, Pisty, Dark, Seal, Phoenix, Unicorn, and Saryuja to draw cards, a Striker Dragon, and IP Masquerena. So, a very interesting side deck. You have the Divine Carnate. If Tearlaments start playing on your turn, you can just use this card to wipe their board, gain attack, and then attack for life point damage. So that's pretty solid. Then you have Chaos Daedalus, which works with the Chaos engine and Thunder Dragons. Lightning Storm, Regeki, the board wipes, and Eradicate Epidemic Virus. So congrats to David Erpen for doing that.
And now let's give a look at the updated version of Thunder Dragon. You have the Nemesis engine, which helps you by recycling your resources plus getting moss on the field to get faster as possible to Gryphon or Saryuja or Appaloosa, depending on what you want to end up. Plus you have the Eschatos, which is almost FTK. You have the Chaos Creator, which can definitely help you extending more and possible. And obviously for the side deck you just need 2 Virus depending on the matchup, plus some Floowandereeze and this FTK while you're going first. So this is everything you may need to improve your Thunder Dragon deck list post mana. And now let's go back to Sid, who will show you some other YCS top deck lists. It will be YCS Utrecht ones.
Let's go over this deck, the Scareclaw element deck, which made the top 8, piloted by Jack Verma. Alright, let's go. So, alright, we have 57 cards in the main deck, plenty of cards. So you have Zephyrus, which is like pretty standard in tier. You have Moonlit Chill in the main deck. Gizmek and Illegal Night. You have the Scareclaw Rai card, the one-off. He also playing Visa Starfrost. It's a good special summoning monster, as well as it can get you to Baron de Fleur, which he's playing in the extra deck, because it's a tuner. So that's one thing to consider. Then you have the Adventure Engine, and this basically lets you search the Scareclaw or the Visa Starfrost. The adventure cards. Then you have the one Scareclaw of normal spell, Super Poly, Terraforming, Imperm, and Salak. So then you have the extra deck, the Scareclaw Link 1. Then in the side deck you have Ghost Reaper, and that's a solid tech choice. You have Cowboy to Cyclone and Darkhold to pop everything. This is pretty good because this can also trigger your own tier monsters while clearing the opponent's board. Harpies, Twin, and Evenly Matched. Overall, a solid deck with some pretty good choices to combat the meta. So again, congrats to Jack Verma for getting top 8 with this deck.
And now let's give a look at the updated version of this list, which is gonna feature the Ishizu cards. Definitely those are some of the strongest cards that will be in the next format. Probably some of the strongest engine ever printed that works incredibly well with this deck. And so you will play all of the Ishizu cards plus the cards we already saw. Those are some better ratios to stick to 50 cards and not going more, because you don't really need anything else. You already have everything you need in your deck. And for the side deck we have this one plus Pasted Engine for going second, or also first against mirror kind of stuff, spright, and little bit of more help. That works really well together with other hand traps.
Next one, let's look at Exosister. Alright, so 40 cards, which is good. This looks like a really standard Exosister list, except for this card. I think this is simply probably a level 1 extender, which is also a spellcaster. So that works as well. Then you have double Dark Ruler, 1 card by evenly in the main deck. Okay, that's interesting. Two of each traps and Imperm. Going over the side deck, you have Ghost Reaper, the Gamma package, Triple Cyclone, the last remaining Dark Ruler and Evenly Matched, and then Triple Judgment. So this is probably the most standard deck list we have come across so far going over these lists.
Yeah, see, I can't agree more on what you say. Definitely one of the most standard build, and in fact the updated version is just almost the same, with just 3 ruler, 3 ally, and the Ash in the side deck. So there isn't really anything else to speak about. This deck is just how to win if everything resolves against the Tearlaments. So this is definitely a rogue that is very well prepared against Tiara matchup.
And yeah, those were my last thoughts for this video. As always, please comment down, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and let me know what you guys think of this format and going forward. With that being said, PH Playmaker signing off, and have a nice day, guys.
And now shout out to our sponsors, the first one being GRAAD, the best grading company in Europe, which offers grading services for all languages and TCGs. The second one is Game to Collect, is one of the top Italian sellers on the market, specialized in American high rarity cards, code format and misprints, alongside a large assortment of sealed products. They also collect your cards up to 85% of their value. Next we have EXTIMATE-CARDS, which is one of the top sellers on the market, specialized in meta cards, located in Albania, where you can eat and play with your mates every day. FANTASIA Store is up next. They offer some of the best products in the game, focusing on sealed products especially. They provided us with a special discount code for you guys, so be sure to use our PURPLE5 discount code to get a 5% off your purchases. Last but not least, we have CHAPA'S Playmat. They produce amazing custom playmats that may have your own images on them. All sponsors links are in the description down below, so don't forget to check them out.